Welcome to the channel, Scott's Garage HDX. Don't forget the HDX. I'd like to change out the semi-floating brake disc for full floating brake disc on the, may have sold the BMW. Hey man, what's up?
Hey, quick question. He was asking me, so does the new motor broken in with the new back, right?
Does it need broken in?
Yeah, like a brand new engine, right? Or they repaired it?
Yeah, it's a brand new engine.
So they're like 600 miles, you'll break in and service again or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good friend. Like, I know the guy, so I can tell him straight up. He knows about it and stuff. He was asking me about that. Hey, does it have the warranty thing? I said, actually, this has a new engine, so it's good to go.
Yeah.
So, okay, perfect. We'll let him know. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks, man. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, I'd like to change out these for full floating brake disc. The question is, why? Well, it's performance, but I'll get more into that in a little bit, quite honestly. The deal is, remember back in old days where we had just solid steel brake rotors that were okay for the street, but not really that good for the track. The issue was the heat from the brake disc itself would transfer into the carrier part of the brake disc and kind of dish, and it wasn't uniform heat too, and it would cause some warping and some dishing of the brake rotor, and then you would have misaligned brake rotor to the pads itself and thus decrease in braking performance. The fix was, of course, these what I call semi-floating disc, and you have this steel rotor and this aluminum carrier and this air gap in between them that is linked together by these rivets. That's a great solution. It works fine for the street and the track. And what it does is when these brake gets really, really hot, not only do they expand width-wise, they expand this way as well. So the heat dissipation from this type of system is far superior than the solid disc. Moving to a full floating rotor, it's a little bit more advanced as well, what it allows to do. And well, let's open these up, a little unboxing, right? And stickers. You know how I like stickers. Directions and the discs themselves. And you can hear, full floating for sure. And I opted for the T-drive floating disc. It's not as attractive as the round rivet ones they have with the center carriers that are gold, but I think you're supposed to get a little bit more performance here. And what this allows to do is even better performance is it allows for lateral movement of the brake disc and fully aligned with the pads for even better braking performance. That's the deal. Yes. Are they better performance? Yes. Truthfully though, this is pretty good YouTube content, but for me, let's be honest, at my skill level, am I going to notice the difference between this and this? Chances are not. I am not, but this makes great YouTube content, and it's true. I'm going to weigh the difference here. These, I'm thinking these are a little bit heavier than these, but we're going to weigh them and find that out as well, and we're going to put them on here. I have a track day coming up in June, so I would take it's a Ducati track day, and I'll find out some of the difference. Trust me, I don't think I'm going to recognize the difference between these and these, but you can always say it's kind of like putting in one of those aftermarket air filters in your car or even your bike. Better performance. Most likely, yes, better performance, but are you going to notice it? No, you're not going to notice it. No way. Anyway, let's get started. One of the things I really like about this setup for the Ducati is the ABS wheel and the brake disc itself are all in the same carrier. Yeah, that feels lighter. Let's see. Grams, no. Ounces. 2 pounds, 15 ounces, Really, 2 pounds, 16 ounces. 2.15 ounce, 7/8. So really 216. 3 pounds, 4 ounces, and 3/8. So definitely different. These are a little bit heavier. They look more substantial too, quite honestly. Look at the difference there. So definitely more material on this one as well. Skipping ahead a little bit here, I did notice that the minimum thickness here is stated at 4 millimeters, and the minimum thickness on these new rotors is 5 millimeters. The torque rating on here should be 30 NMs. And do this in a star pattern, just like you would do if you're putting on lug nuts on your car. Flip this over and do the other side. Well, there you have it. Now I am going to get these things rebalanced, because anytime you balance these wheels, you do need to have the brake disc on there. I've changed the disc, be a little anal about this, and I'm going to get them rebalanced. I don't want anything being a little off center, especially at the speeds that go on the track. The extra weight and thickness of these should help with the heat, and we've already discussed how the fully floating should help with performance. We'll see if at my skill level I can capitalize on that. You guys keep on keeping on. Check you next time.